the LFC Education and Learning Initiative Training Entrepreneurs in Sport is a global education and training partnership between London School of Business and Finance and Liverpool Football Club to provide insight to the management techniques the club employs in the running of their business and demonstrates the transferable skills that sports coaching can bring to any manager or leader. The course is currently being presented here in South Africa, and we have James Gow, Management and Leadership Program Coach, and Dr. Colm Hickey, Business Management Lecturer, joining us in studio. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making the time to join us. Perhaps let me start with you, Colm. Where are the similarities between what happens on the sports field and what happens in the boardroom?
Surprisingly, there are much more similarities than differences than people might think. The course that we run, the first day is concerned with vision and values. The second day is concerned with leading others. The third day is concerned with high performance teams and talent identification. And the fourth day is about developing a strategy. All of these things are relevant to any and every business. And the unique thing about the course is we look at a global iconic brand such as Liverpool Football Club, and they then demonstrate their approach to those fundamentally important issues. And uniquely, James and his fellow coaches demonstrate in a practical sense coaching initiatives that the principles of which can be applied in business.
James, would you say that the program's credibility is really boosted by the fact that you've had a really credible partner in the form of the London School of Business and Finance? How important has that been?
Most definitely, yeah. The London School of Business and Finance are a global school. Similar to ourselves, we're a global football club. So having a global school who have high quality tutors and a real credibility in England is fantastic for us. So it's been a really good partnership.
So what I did is I put a question on Twitter earlier today, and I asked the followers whether they thought there were lessons that business can learn from the football club and from any football club. And most of the responses were, well, how has the team performed? Do you find that, and let me come to you, Colm, with this, do you find that the team performance has a bearing on how the program is received?
Yes, of course. The more successful Liverpool are, it just as James was saying, we lend credibility to the course in one way. The success of Liverpool lends great credibility in another sense, and a great branding and global reach. And obviously, people always like to be associated with success. And they know that the course is about the way Liverpool have been successful and how they can use their techniques to help someone's business.
Right.
We get a lot of positive encouragement from that.
James, let's talk about the mode of delivery. Do you take corporate managers and leaders and put them on a sports field, or how do you deliver the program?
We do. The course isn't a coaching course.
Right.
One of the big things that we stress is to try and get people to think in a different way, so to get out of their comfort zones and into the stretch zones. So one of the ways which we do that is we do go onto the field to demonstrate certain things. We'll have the delegates leading coaching sessions, but within that there's usually a catch, and they have to be able to manage and lead in a different way than they used to. And I think it's vital to, even for myself as a football coach, to see things from other perspectives and learn from the business world for myself to see what I can put into play. And likewise from the football club, it'll help people to think in a different way.
Well, you're here in South Africa, and I'm sure you'll be coming back, and corporates and business leaders watching now, how do they get involved in this, particularly for entrepreneurs who might want to be a part of this really powerful movement?
Well, there's two ways they can do that. They can contact anybody from the London School of Business and Finance, and contact myself, or indeed contact people at Liverpool E.L.I.T.E S, and through the football club. There is a dedicated website so that people can go on there and log in and get all the online details about upcoming courses here and elsewhere.
Of course, I understand you also have a young leaders program. Are you rolling that out in South Africa too, and how does it work?
Hopefully we will be, yeah. Again, it's similar to this program in terms of leading yourself, but what we're focusing on is trying to instill values that we instill in our players at our football club, but in the young leaders themselves to better be able to cope with adverse situations, to manage success when they have the pressure of success, and how to gain a winning mindset, a sporting mindset, to constantly improve themselves.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for making the time to come into Beyond Markets.